The following show is a paid program.
Family, what's up? What's going on today? I'm so excited. I have a great friend of mine here. Her name is KIM ROXIE. LAMIK Beauty is her line. LAMIK Beauty is a vegan makeup line. She is one of the top 8 Black-owned beauty companies by BET. She is the youngest Black woman to launch a cosmetic line inside of a major department store, and that is Macy's. Mayor Parker named her June 23rd KIM ROXIE Day. As of age 21, Kim founded LAMIK Beauty out of her college apartment. Just having a small savings, she and her mom's investment started in Sharpstown Mall. Let's see a clip about KIM ROXIE.
This is for me.
You made it live. Esto es para mí. Love and makeup and kindness.
My shade of color?
I can find it at LAMIK.
Look LAMIK. Be LAMIK. I am LAMIK.
Me famne. La je am.
Je suis LAMIK.
Am la. LAMIK.
United Women
of Color.
United Women of Color.
Christina Porter, Dutch, Indian, Black, and Hispanic.
Brandy Shanice, and I am African American.
I'm Emma, and I'm Irish.
My name is Sonia Ismail. I'm Indian. I'm Pakistani.
My name is Jenny Chung. I am Vietnamese, Spaniard, and Caucasian.
I now introduce you to KIM ROXIE LAMIK. Hey, lady.
Hey.
All of those things, as well as the video, are you.
Yes, most definitely. Thank you so much, Kim, for having me today.
Oh, absolutely. As reading this, first of all, what does LAMIK mean?
So LAMIK is an acronym that stands for love and makeup and kindness. That basically means that you're already made up of who you are. Mm-hmm. Love and kindness that makes you beautiful, because beauty is revealed and not applied.
I love that about you. Getting started just reading about you at age 21, how did you think of doing your own makeup line?
Yeah, a little ambitious, a little crazy, and a lot of faith. You know, when you're young, you can think you can do anything.
Yes.
And that had a lot to do with my beginnings. But I must say that age 16, I was kicked out of high school.
Oh, wow.
So just 5 years prior, I was told that I was at risk, that I was probably not going to be accepted into college, that basically I was at risk of not becoming a productive citizen. And when I was in that alternative school, and the next step from there would have been juvenile, I made a decision with the support of my parents and my family and that one teacher that was in that alternative school who told me to write down my 5-year and 10-year goals.
Wow.
I sort of made that shift, and I promised myself then that I would just prove all the naysayers wrong.
Wow, that's good. How do you think you got there and now here? You're so kind, so sweet. What in the world? There's not any way. We all think Kim, not Kim.
Well, to the credit of, a lot of the kids who just do stuff. I mean, I say, I say everybody has done some stuff if you get caught and you don't,
Exactly.
right?
We've all done it, you know?
So it's just one of those, it's I got caught, and maybe it's for the best, right?
Yeah.
It made me sort of have that sort of rock bottom moment
Yeah.
to kind of get myself together. And so now when people look, and they're like, you started a business at 21, how did you even know? And it has a lot to do with that occurrence in my life.
Absolutely. And then just knowing that your mom, I know she's special to you so much. I've read a lot and seen a lot about her and how she was the pivotal point also in your life in helping you. Yeah,
definitely. My mom, just basically supported me in ways. She never talked like that to me. Like, and neither my mom or my dad. Like even when I got kicked out of high school, they weren't like, "Oh my gosh, you're this horrible." They just, it's almost like they were just being patient with me. And my mom in particular, she loved makeup. My mom never left the house without her makeup. My mom said, always go out in a way that if you get caught, like if something happens,
right,
you're ready.
Yeah.
And so her $500 investment went a long way into starting LAMIK. And she's all the way through the thread of the company.
Wow, that is absolutely something. What I love about LAMIK, and that's why we showed that, is united women, all women, all women in all shades. You are a licensed esthetician, and also you have your degree. You did go to school.
So even though they told me I wasn't gonna be able to go to college, I still applied.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting accepted to my dream school, which was Clark Atlanta University.
Yes.
And I ended up going there, and that's when I ended up working at a makeup counter in the mall, and ended up finding out that I had a purpose in making women feel good about themselves. And then I also attended Houston Community College to get my aesthetics license.
Right. I love the fact about your makeup line being vegan. You speak about that and how you don't have any parabens and other things that are in there. Let's talk about that and why. So
when I started to look at, even starting a makeup line, it's sort of like, why? And I knew there were two main reasons. Well, there were three main reasons. One was my manager at my store I used to work at in the mall when I was in college. She said, you should start your own makeup line. And I was like, I don't even know how to do that. Like, why would I do that? This was just like a college job. I'm gonna get a real job, graduate. And she was like, no, she was like, the way you treat women, you need to figure out how to put that in a bottle. So that was number one, the way that I approached beauty. Number two was me being a dark-skinned woman, finding makeup that fit my skin tone. Rather it be eyeshadow show up on me or lipsticks or whatever. So that was number two. And then number three was when I looked at the ingredients inside of makeup, boy, oh boy, when I ended up finding out that the same thing that was in paint, some of the same ingredients in paint was in lipstick and lip gloss. I'm like, what we put on our lips, we ingest. And in your lifetime, a woman will ingest at least 9 pounds of lipstick and lip gloss.
Wow.
Like this is something that you're ingesting. Your beauty almost has to be ingestible.
Yes. Absolutely.
And so I started to look at the ingredients, and I met a chemist from a major cosmetic company who had just retired. And I told him I wanted to make natural ingredient makeup that could fit my skin tone. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to help you. He said, because I used to make foundations for this one particular brand, and they didn't want to make darker shades because they didn't like the way they looked in a bottle. And this brand is a very popular brand, if I named it. And so he said, I just sort of want to almost like do justice to the beauty industry. And so he went on that experiment with me, and we ended up being able to do it, to take the parabens out, to take the talc out, to take the animal byproducts. A lot of people don't know they would use actual animal products in makeup.
Wow.
And we took all that out to create the line.
Absolutely. What I love about it, and I talked to a few guys before this show, just to find out two things. One thing, shout out to Pharaoh Phelps. He was speaking. A shout out to Pharaoh Phelps. Yay. Shout out to my boy. He was saying because many, master photographer. And he's done all of my lines of photography that you can see. But
Yeah.
he was also speaking about the fact because people are on TV or they're actors or actors as men, they have to wear a certain amount of makeup for the shining. My head shines like this all the time, but the shining, and they come to you.
Yeah, they do. We definitely have had men over time. I mean, I remember one time, Morel Hollis, who's
Yes.
a celebrity groomer.
Mhm.
I remember one time he had got like some mineral powders and he was using them on P. Diddy for his
Yeah.
shows and his sets. And he sent me like a testimonial, like I'm using this on him and it's working. And so I just, definitely men, I would highly recommend our mineral powder for men because it's
Yes.
so natural. You kind of can't tell that it's on your skin.
Yes.
So it sort of gives you that natural look that you want where, nobody can like clock you and be like, hey, you got on makeup, right?
Right.
It's just one of those things, that
Absolutely.
you can wear. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I wanted to say that, especially about men. Men can wear makeup on their skin, especially in
Yes.
some industries. You have to. That's
Yeah,
part of it.
and you need to make sure you're putting your moisturizer on. Make sure that you put some moisture on your lips.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure we don't we don't want ashy. We don't need it. Do your grooming. Do your grooming.
Do your grooming, huh? Do your grooming. Also, I love the fact many of the men that I talked to this week about this show, first of all, she is the first National Black Business Month show on the Cam Hill Show because August is National Black Business Month.
It
So
sure is.
yeah, it sure is. So I wanted people to know she is the first business on here and it's Black owned.
I'm putting that on my resume.
There you go. Put that on. Put that on your resume. That's too funny. But what we all loved about your makeup, and all when we see people, they come to you, they all look natural. They all
That's
look
such a huge
natural.
compliment. That's such a huge compliment.
Yes,
That's such a
they
huge
all
compliment.
look natural. And that's really what we love. Some, after, your girl or your wife or whatever goes and gets the makeup and things, you come back and you say, oh, you look great. But the guy said in their mind, they're thinking, that looks kind of clownish or something. You need to take a little bit off. It's too much happening or something,
Yeah, I learned through actually being in that. So
Yeah.
Kim, I had a store for 14 years and it was, and men would sometimes come with their wives or their girlfriends or their sisters or their mothers.
Yes.
And they would, come and I had to make sure that it was like in a way to where his reaction, because, that's the first thing a woman does is look to that man
Yeah.
in her life.
Yeah.
And his reaction is going to tell the difference if she's going to buy it, not going to buy it.
Yeah,
or whatever.
absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. But
yeah,
sometimes
I love
the ladies will come out and you'll be like, I still got to say, yeah, you looking great, but can you tone some that white and that blue at the top? and all over your face, it was no. Just there. So we appreciate that. How did you learn that? I know you know skin because you're a licensed esthetician. That's
Yeah.
one thing.
Well, and then too, I want women to like see themselves
Yeah.
and feel like that's what I look like. Like it's just like back to the grooming. You just look like you got groomed.
Yeah.
Versus looking like you just got made up and
Yes.
it's you made a whole bunch of stuff up. No, I just want your inner to just
Yeah.
show on the outer. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think as guys, and we talked about this too, we want you to look like, even if you didn't have it on, you look like yourself. You're looking
Yes.
the same. And that's
Yeah.
what I love about yours. It looks like, even if you don't have it on, we can't tell the difference, because of course, yeah, you want to smooth it out and yeah, you want to look great. But either way, they're looking the same person. Beautiful.
Exactly. And my eyebrows don't grow all the way to the end.
Wow.
So I created a brow kit that I could fill my eyebrows in with.
Yes.
I'll just show you what it
Yeah.
is right here.
Right.
This is our celebrity brow kit.
Uh-huh.
This is our celebrity brow kit, and it comes in a compact. You get this brow powder here, and then you get this brow powder here, and then you get this sculpting cream, and then you get a brow brush to put it on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I created this kit because my eyebrows don't grow all the way to the end, so I had to be able to fill them in, but where it looks natural.
Right.
And so to your point of that natural look, it came from my own pain. Like I needed to be able to like do my brows because your brows frame 75% of your face.
Yes.
And so I needed a way to make this look natural, even though I had hair loss right there. So
Right.
That's why I did that.
So I also been studying a little bit, just a little bit. I've been on YouTube University and studying, trying to understand the makeup line. And I understand that eyeliner is a big thing, changes the whole dynamic of you, you know? Even if you're running or working out or something like that, it's just the whole dynamic. What about the eyeliner? They say it's really it makes the woman somewhat.
Well, and you know what it does is it defines her eyes.
Yeah.
And the eyes are the window to the soul.
There you go.
And
Yes.
so when you do eyeliner, a lot of times you just bring in that definition to the eyes.
Yes.
It's almost like you took her from the back seat and you put her on the front row.
Wow.
And that's what eyeliner does.
Wow.
So
I love
for
that.
a woman, yes, it's her pass to the front row.
There you go. There you go. And lipstick, the different shades. What do they mean? What do they, lipstick?
Well, lipstick, look, you see me looking for mine because we got a whole new, we have a brand new lip gloss trio that we're coming out with at LAMIK that's on pre-order now. But
Yes.
But I'm telling you, lip gloss and lipstick is basically when you see a woman with her lipstick on or her lip gloss,
Yes.
she ready.
She ready.
She ready for war. She ready for classroom. She's ready for, she's ready for the boardroom.
Yeah.
She's ready for chemo. My mom used to put on lipstick before she went to chemo because my mom, had metastatic breast cancer. She is ready for anything to take on, whether it is a special day in her life or the day that she has to show up in a way that she hasn't before. So when you see that woman with her lipstick on, she ready.
She's ready.
She ready.
She's ready. She's ready for war and anything else. I hear that so much after having dinner with friends of mine. They say, wait a minute, I can't go nowhere. We're getting ready to get up and, you're trying to leave. Wait, I got to put lipstick on before I leave.
I got to do that. That's just a part of how can we say the war paint. That's
the war paint. That's the war paint. You can't even leave. You got to do it right then. That's the war paint. Right I love makeup as far as when women talk about it. I love when you speak about it because you, my friend, have so many celebrities that come through Houston. You've taken on. Anytime they say a makeup artist, they are someone that knows makeup, they say, call Kim.
And that comes from, years of serving.
Yes.
That comes from years of serving. The Houston community in particular, and I know you have viewers all across the world, but I will say Houston is the 4th largest city in the country. And to be here and to be serving this community for so long,
yes.
The women here have raised me.
Yeah.
So the women have totally raised me. Now I have a 4-year-old daughter. They're helping to raise her.
Yes.
And so it's just like, that's kind of the way it is. And I've traveled a lot. I think last year, oh my gosh, I traveled so much. Yeah. And basically, a part of what I wanted to do was then take LAMIK National and take this love and this expression of safe beauty and healthy beauty and beauty and wellness across the world. And so that's what we're working on now. But it's definitely caught the eye of celebrities. But I will say this brow kit I was just talking about is called a celebrity brow kit. And the reason why I named it that was because every woman is a celebrity. Every woman is celebrated either by her children, by her family, by her coworkers, by her employees. Yeah. She is a celebrity. So it doesn't matter what walk of life or a career that you do, whether you're at home school mom right now, or you're a woman who is still on the front lines taking care of us at the hospital. You are a celebrity.
Absolutely. We'll pause right there and we'll be right back with Kim Roxie.
We'll be right back to the Cam Hill Show after these messages.
Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac, delivers test drives to your home or office. For a limited time, get $16,000 off all in-stock Cadillac 2019 XT5 crossovers and $19,000 off all in-stock 2019 CT6 sedans. Or experience the first ever 2020 Cadillac XT6 Premium Luxury Collection. Only $519 with $1 down for 39 months lease. Or purchase and receive 0.9% APR for 72 months with no payments until November. RonCarterCadillac.com.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service, striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac, delivers test drives to your home or office. Drive the new 2020 Cadillac XT4, only $399 a month, or the new 2020 XT5, only $429 a month, both for 39 months lease with just $1 down. Or purchase the XT4 or XT5 and enjoy 0.9% APR for 72 months with no payments until November. RonCarterCadillac.com.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, truck accident, car accident? Was someone texting and ran into the back of you, not paying attention? It doesn't matter what it is. Give me a call, Attorney Willie Powles. We'll fix it today. The number is 281-881-2457. Again, that number is 281-881-2457. We'll fix it today. Call Attorney Willie Powles.
And now back to the Cam Hill Show.
Hey, family, we're here talking to Kim Roxie with LAMIK Beauty. Hey, lady.
Hey.
Hey, you were just talking about the lipstick, and we were talking about makeup, and we were talking about how beautiful women are, and guys when they put it on them. Hey, guys can do that too.
Talk about male grooming too. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I like that. We have one celebrity testimonial I want to show people about LAMIK Beauty. Let's do it right now.
But seriously, I found that working out, the minerals are breathable, because sometimes makeup clogs your skin, so you can't really use it if you're working out. And me, I sweat. Ooh, honey, I sweat like a Brahma for real when I'm working out. My trainer, hey T, he really does a great job with toning and things like that. And sometimes I'm sweating within 15, 20 minutes into the workout. And this is not the cardio part, this is the strength training, the weightlifting, that kind of thing. And so for the minerals to stay and keep that finish, come on, it's the best.
That's why I wanted people to see that. With the minerals, she always speaks about how she's able to keep her makeup on even afterwards. Let's talk about that and why.
Yeah, it's so funny because when she talked about using the mineral powder in her working out,
yes,
I had never thought of that before. So I learned a lot from my customers too. So shout out to the fabulous Yolanda Adams.
Absolutely, shout out to her.
Because when she gave that testimony, I was like, oh wow, like you wear the mineral powder when you work out. And then I started to talk to other clients and customers. They're like, yeah, I wear it when I work out. And then I started wearing it when I worked out. And I was like, oh. And so, it's just so funny. And especially these days, because we're doing so much virtually and I don't work out in the evenings. I work out in the evening time. I'm usually full face makeup.
Right.
While I go work out.
Yeah.
And I'm still fine. It doesn't clog my pores.
Right.
It's not, like sweating off my face.
Yes.
So it definitely stays in place. And that's why I said it's good for guys too, because it's something that you could be active with.
Right.
And it's called our True Mineral Powder, and it's on our website.
Absolutely. That's what people love about it. And I loved her testimonial because many times people don't have the time to change. They go work out, they go straight to work, they go to happy hour. You know what I mean?
Yep. Just in that order.
And all they need is their lipstick just to touch it up, right?
That's it. Gotta put your lipstick on and then you're ready.
Absolutely. What would you tell some of the young people, as well as people that have just been laid off or unemployed? 40 million plus people are unemployed and laid off, and they have a dream, just as you
They
did.
They definitely did. I remember when I started at 21, the other reason why I started the business was because I had no job offer.
Right.
I had no job offer coming out of college. Because our motto at Clark and LAMIK was find a way to make money. And so I would give that advice to people right now.
Right.
Find a way or make one.
Right.
And you have the ability to make one, and makeup proves that. When we do our face, we're just making things happen.
Right.
When I'm making the makeup, I'm just like, we're making it. And so I just say, think about that, like find a way or make one. And in this time where there is so much compassion and understanding, I think that this is a great time to start that business, or to start that nonprofit organization, or just to start that side hustle that you've always been thinking about, but maybe didn't take the time to do before. This is your time.
Right. Also, another thing that people already have, they may have the product, but they don't know how to get it in retail. You know, they don't know how to get it out of their home or out of their basements or wherever they are. They don't know how to do that. How would they get the product out of their home and in a bigger space? Because, you know, they've taken up the kitchen, they have taken up the bedrooms, they have taken up the garage, they've taken up everything, but have not been able to get into retail stores. How can they do that?
Well, it sounds like you're talking about my house, first of all. So I'm like, has he been to my house? So you know, I would say a couple of different things.
Yes.
One, I've definitely had experience with working with larger retailers, and I would say that now more than ever, large retailers are open to hearing about your businesses. And because of social media, you can DM them, you can inbox them, you can comment and gain attention. There's so many clever ways to get people's attention right now. But then also you can sell directly to the consumer. What we call D2C. D2C, direct to consumer. And that's a route that we're definitely flowing in. On Friday nights, I turn on my camera and I get on social media, and I literally do what you call a live stream social selling. Where I get online, I show my products, I show women how to wear them, and then the next question they ask me is how much, right? And so it's a way that you can do it. You can go through retailers, but then also you need to also make that opportunity for yourself as well. And it's so many clever ways to do that, whether you do it through email marketing. I mean, there's so many different ways. Absolutely.
I love what you're saying about that. Many of them, many people don't have a website, and I spoke to you about that. Just a plain website through, Wix.com or wherever it is. And it's not expensive all the time, to even do this. But people need to see it. They don't know where it is, where the products are.
And what also I will say, I'll just hit a easy little plug, is every last Tuesday of the month, I actually host an e-commerce panel where I give tips on how to have an e-commerce business, how to have your business online. So Cam, to the point about a website, so anyone who's watching, make sure you reach out to me. Even if it's not about makeup, if it's about just online business, I would love to invite you to that panel that we do in that meetup we do virtually every month.
Absolutely. I'm so glad you mentioned that, because many people need help. One thing I do know about KIM ROXIE, all of these years I've known her, she's always given as far as helping people in whatever business they are, because you can apply what she's doing in another business. It doesn't have to be the same thing. And we need to understand that part,
For sure.
Yeah, just talking about it. First thing, and if you don't have a website, look for someone that can help you. We were talking about nieces and nephews and great teenagers.
Baby, let me tell you, I call up my nephew. My nephew know how to do websites. He's been doing people's websites. Isaiah has. When I think about my nieces, like a lot of times I'll call them, I'm like, do a video for me with the products. Like, it's just amazing what they know how to do. I'm about to get one of my nieces on TikTok for me. It's like, different technology is coming out, and you might not have time to do all that stuff, right?
Right.
But and you don't even know how to create your website, but your niece does, your
Yes.
goddaughter does, your godson.
Yeah.
So get them in and tell them, hey, you know how it is. Tell them you're gonna buy them something to eat,
And your
get them over there.
children, they got children at home. They're at home. They haven't been, the children are at home.
They can't even go to college right now. They're like doing virtual, so they could be helping you.
Exactly.
And tell them that then they can use that on their resume as a business, because almost everybody's role in their business is going to incorporate technology. So they need the experience.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with that. I agree with that. If in thinking about that, and you're talking to some of the ladies about just let's go through how would a person start, even if they want to do their own makeup, how do they starting with foundation and stuff? What would you say to women? Because you do this on your, I think it's every Friday. Is it every Friday?
Yeah. Every Friday. Yeah. We'll be on there tomorrow night. So I would say go to our website, drop your email, put you subscribe to us on our website.
Yes.
And then you will know about every time that we go live and all that kind of stuff. Because I go live on Instagram as well, but I definitely go on live on Facebook every Friday night right now. And so I come on there with no makeup on, and I do my whole face online so you can see. So when you're starting with your face, I always say start with the brows first, because they frame 75% of your face. And then finding a good foundation. Sometimes you might just need concealer and a mineral powder. So, I'm happy to help to find out which brow kit you need. We have a quiz on our website, Kim. So people can actually take the quiz and it recommends the right product. We even have a virtual technology where you can virtually try on the brow kit and you can find out which color you need. So, shopping and looking and trying makeup and starting from the beginning, we have a very easy beginner way to get into makeup. So if you're watching this and you need those beginning steps, we got you.
Absolutely. I love that. And I love the fact you do all skin tones. All skin tones. Yeah. All skin tones. All skin tones. Definitely. What have you seen the difference with African American women than Caucasian or Middle Eastern and I think we talked about it, about the skin.
Yeah, when it comes to the skin in particular, sometimes textures might be different.
Yes.
So, and sometimes this has to do with a geographic standpoint too.
Okay.
So sometimes it might be, background, the reason why. So if you have a lot of melanin in your skin, and this applies to African American women, it could apply to Indian descent women, it could apply to indigenous women, Native American women. If you have a lot of melanin in your skin might tend to be more on the oily side. And then if you have more skin that may be on the fair side, your skin might be more dry. So that matters on which products you should choose. But a lot of times too, it might be even geographically, where on the East Coast in Houston, we got a lot of humidity and all of that. So our pores are a lot of times, we're sweating, it's oil glands, all that stuff going on with our skin. But maybe on the west side, on the West Coast, it's not so much that way. They're not having as much oiliness coming up on the skin. So sometimes it might be geographic, and then sometimes it can do with your background, your heritage makeup. But just knowing your skin type. So is your skin combination? Is it oily? Is it dry? Is it normal? That's something you should know so you can pick out the right products for yourself.
Absolutely. I love that. And just going on your website, just looking at that and looking at the different tones that a person may have. That different people have. And I love the fact, and it doesn't look like you have it on. And we were talking about that, where you can look at a person and you can look and say, man, that's a different color than their skin and neck. You know what I'm saying? Or their hands or something, that type of thing.
The lines of demarcation, we have to make sure we don't have lines of demarcation where you can tell where it starts, where it ends. You definitely want to, make sure you don't have lines of demarcation on your makeup. So you definitely want to, monitor where your makeup stops, where it ends. So you want a color that just naturally blends to your skin. I do something special called, and I'm only doing it for a limited time. So let me preference that. But I do something where I custom mix, the foundation.
Okay.
And a lot of women have taken advantage of it. We have a lot of reviews, 5-star reviews on our website of women who have sent in pictures. They literally just emailed a picture to us, and or either inbox me a picture, some of them. So they just send me a picture, and then I mix up a sample for them and send it right to them.
Oh,
And
wow.
so, since I'm on your show, I want to do something special.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, so
Let's do it.
if you are watching this show right now, and I said I'm only doing it for a limited time, where I'm actually custom mixing a foundation just for you. It literally is only made and probably only matches you based on this mix that I do. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer your viewers for the next, I'm going to offer them a free sample of our custom blend foundation. All they have to do is email us at hello@lamikbeauty.com. Okay. That's hello@lamikbeauty.com. If they email us there, they're going to be able to get a free sample of the foundation while supplies last, where I actually customize a foundation for them. I'm going to do the first 25 people.
There you go. The first 25 people, you just heard it from Kim. They've got to go to
hello@lamikbeauty.com.
Okay. You got to do it. The first 25, you got to do it. I mean, she's telling you, once it's 26, 25, she's cutting off. Uh-oh.
25. Well, good. I'm gonna customize it for them. I'm gonna mix it up. They're gonna send me their picture, and then I'm gonna send them a sample of that foundation. They're gonna see what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. I love that. Wow, that's exciting right there, lady. The first 25 people, you've got to go to hello@lamikbeauty.com. I just gave it to you, ladies. I mean, you need to be typing immediately. Trust me. You got to know exactly what you're doing. Tell us some more about what's coming up next. We were talking about coming from a brick and mortar to an e-commerce, how you pivoted. Let's talk about the pivot.
Yes. In 2018, my business was doing just fine. I had a store in one of the most influential neighborhoods in Houston, River Oaks, and I had it there for a decade. Wow. And in 2018, I decided that, it was working, but I had a bigger dream. Anybody ever had a bigger dream?
Yes.
You ever had something, but you're like, I got something more. I got bigger. And so I decided to close my store in 2018 and apply for a tech accelerator because I wanted to learn really how to sell online and really maximize that. Yes. And I wanted to make it easier for women to buy makeup online than it was in person. And so I went on my journey. And this year we launched LAMIK 2.0. So this updated version of LAMIK. Yes. And I made that pivot, and I literally was launching in March. I was supposed to launch at South by Southwest, but it was canceled. But we still launched, and we literally launched when the pandemic hit. We launched, like it happened at the same time. Right. And but I'm so happy that we still did it. Yeah. Do not believe. How can I say? Don't believe everything. All the doom and gloom. Right. Right. You have to remember that there could be doom and gloom happening around you, but not happening to you. Wow. And so I, would say at this time wouldn't have been a better time to launch, an e-commerce business like this. And be in the way that we're there. I mean, even with the Black Lives Matter movement, that has shown positive to our business. Yeah. With this being, like you said, Kim, the first guest for National Black Business Month, like the awareness. Jay-Z literally took out ads in different newspapers, and he took out an ad in the Houston Forward Times, and we were in that ad. And then next thing you know, we had other networks, national networks contacting us. And I've been on a lot of different things talking about the impact that Jay-Z made through his ads. So, just don't believe all the doom and gloom. It could be happening around you, but not to you. So, yeah.
Absolutely. We're going to take a break right now, and we'll be right back with Kim Roxie.
We'll be right back to the Cam Hill Show after these messages.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac, delivers test drives to your home or office. Drive the new 2020 Cadillac XT4, only $399 a month, or the new 2020 XT5, only $429 a month, both for 39 months lease with just $1 down. Or purchase the XT4 or XT5 and enjoy 0.9% APR for 72 months with no payments until November. RonCarterCadillac.com.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, truck accident, car accident? Was someone texting and ran into the back of you, not paying attention? It doesn't matter what it is. Give me a call, Attorney Willie Powles. We'll fix it today. The number is 281-881-2457. Again, that number is 281-881-2457. We'll fix it today. Call Attorney Willie Powles.
Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac, delivers test drives to your home or office. For a limited time, get $16,000 off all in-stock Cadillac 2019 XT5 crossovers and $19,000 off all in-stock 2019 CT6 sedans. Or experience the first ever 2020 Cadillac XT6 Premium Luxury Collection, only $519 with $1 down for 39 months lease. Or purchase and receive 0.9% APR for 72 months with no payments until November. RonCarterCadillac.com.
And now back to the Cam Hill Show.
Hey, we are back with Kim Roxie, LAMIK Beauty. Hey, lady, we were just talking about 2.0 and how you launched. Just talk a little bit about that. How you did 2.0 and why.
So, it's just like a computer. When it's time to upgrade that software, you got to upgrade.
Right.
How many times do you upgrade your phone, right? You get hit with updates all the time.
Right.
And so you got to update in your business. Just because your business is working doesn't mean it doesn't need to be updated.
Right.
Like, don't be fooled.
Yeah, absolutely.
And be a visionary, right? Understand and see where the future is going,
right?
And how, as a leader, you're going to help to sculpt that, and how you're going to help to mold that.
Yes.
So that's what I saw with LAMIK, and I was like, I want to make it easier for women to buy makeup online than it is in person.
Right.
Yes, Kim, we got great self-esteem. I think I'm great, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that I should be the least important when it comes to women getting makeup that they need. Like it shouldn't stop at me. It should be they should have a company they can come to and be able to get recommended and get the right products no matter what. And I think technology can help us do that.
Right.
And so this quiz that we've created, this virtual makeup try-on, all of these things are what women are using now. And unlike being in the store where they had to come to me and I had to look and all that, we can literally do it through technology. So that was a big deal for me. And making that pivot, I'm happy, for me at the time, I was listening to the voice of God for me, and I was like, this is, I'm looking at my future and I'm like, okay, I got to do this. And it was kind of tough,
right?
Because to stop something that's working is kind of like, are you sure?
Yes.
But now when I look at everything, I'm like, oh, yeah, for sure. I see why.
Yeah.
So I just would tell anyone, with vision and stuff, just make sure you act on your vision and don't get caught up in complaints and being compliant to what's going on and complacent, and make sure that you are always acting on that vision that you have.
Yes.
Because sometimes you'll be ahead of the time, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
I like that because God knew that we would be in this situation as we are now, and the brick and mortar, not everybody is walking in anymore. They're really, buying everything online. That's the new thing.
Everything.
And
just everything. I mean, from our groceries to makeup. And we still need makeup. Like at first we thought we wouldn't need makeup. We were like, oh, well, we're going
to be at home. Yeah.
You'll be at home. And then it was like, oh, wait, all my meetings are online.
Yes.
Oh, I got to do a video. Oh, okay.
Yes.
And then it turned into, not only do I need makeup, I need to know how to put it on. And that's what made me start doing
Right.
all those things to show women how to do it.
Right. That's good. And knowing now that that's what's happening and they have to be online, you're right, they have the meetings online.
Yes, they have meetings and videos and birthday parties and
Yes.
happy hours and presentations and pitch meetings. I mean, the list goes on and
And
on.
on. Yes. Yes, it does.
But we're definitely showing up on camera way more than we ever did before.
Absolutely. And just having that knowledge, like you said, just knowing at the time in 18, you didn't know this was going to happen now. And many brick and mortar storefronts and all are closing because of that. People are not coming in. They're only buying online.
And people stopped coming inside of stores for transactions, period.
Yes.
That was already starting to decline.
Right.
Before you would have a store for a transaction, but people stopped coming in for transactions. People start really coming in for experiences. So I would notice my store was like a meeting place for women to come and meet each other and kind of socialize.
Right.
So even then it was used bigger than for transactions.
Right.
And so now when we only need essential things and essential transactions, definitely buying online and it's in the main places that really are open and can actually be considered safe.
Absolutely. I agree with that. In talking to people again about their vision, what would you like to tell some of the viewers? What would you like to talk to them about?
I would say,
trust me, you have a vast array of things to talk to them about, and that's why I want this time for you to say that.
I appreciate that, Kim.
Yeah.
I will say, how can I say? We have to change our perspective on the way that we look at things.
Yes.
Things can be tough, right? When you're going into business or a side hustle, or you're just being a leader in your company, you're being an entrepreneur, maybe you're coming up with ideas for your company, or you just needing to pivot right now because you are laid off, or you're being furloughed, or just not sure about the future. One, I would say is that things can be tough, but it's all about your perspective. You can look at this and look at it almost like a workout. When it's tough, but you're building muscle.
Right.
It's one of those things where it's like, this is supposed to be a tough time.
Right.
It's actually could be a time that's building my muscle.
Right.
So months from now, you look and you go, oh, look at him or look at her. That's kind of the way that mentally we're being equipped right now.
Right.
And even it's making us dig into our skill set, and it's making us dig into our talents and things that we totally put on the side and forgot about. Now is the time to dig that stuff up and go, okay, what's the bright idea here? Brainstorm with a couple of friends, or what have you, and just start thinking about different things.
Right.
And it's your perspective that's going to make the difference. The people with the right perspective will make progress in this season.
Absolutely. I remember we would always see each other at network events. We would always see each other at just different events around, and she would tell everybody about her makeup line, no matter women, men, or whomever. One thing I loved about her is that she was passionate. You were passionate about it, about knowing what you wanted to do, and you had you knew exactly what road to go. Now that people are at home, they say, oh, I can't go network, I can't go do this, and I can't go that. Zoom parties, Zoom everything. People are meeting each other, they're seeing each other, they're connecting with each other. They're still networking.
They are still networking, Cam.
Yes.
Like literally in between Facebook groups.
Right.
And there's a platform that I use a lot for events. I had an event there in July. It was a whole expo. It was called Hop In. It's a Hop In platform where I go to. We had exhibitors, we had vendors, we had speakers, we had a speaker stage, everything right on your phone or your laptop. You were able to join and participate. And so the way that we're connected now is even more so. Like when I look at, it's so many places for me to network now.
Yes.
To be honest, I'm busier than I was before in regards to like meeting people and stuff like that. So it's so many ways to connect, Cam. And even though you're at home, this is a really good time for the folks who usually get nervous about walking into stuff like that. This is your time to show up.
Yes.
in my new collection for LAMIK, that lip gloss I was showing earlier that I was on. That's for my new collection. It's called a show up collection. But I say that to say that, a lot of times I would notice people would be shy about showing up.
Yes.
And walking into a room or going to go walk to a group of people and having to introduce yourself.
Right.
But with it being online, it doesn't feel as weird. You don't feel as nervous.
Yes.
So this is the time for you to meet people. Definitely look at the Facebook groups, the Zoom parties, the events on Hopin, LinkedIn groups. There's so many places to go network.
Absolutely.
But definitely show up.
Absolutely.
Definitely show up.
Absolutely. The other thing that I loved about it is that with just like you were saying, with Hopin, with the different Zoom parties and things like that, and this would be the time to do it right now, to network and tell people or just give each other information that you've learned along the way or that they've learned looking, through information and stuff like that.
Yeah, what you're talking about is being valuable.
Yes.
So show up with some content. Show up with some information that people need. That's the reason why I do the e-commerce event, right? I'm showing up. I'm giving people information, free information. We have panels. We bring people on. And this is for people just to get free information. Then that makes me valuable in some people's eyes, right? And so then they start to connect with me. And then we continue to build together.
Right.
So show up and be valuable. If you know some information, everybody's an expert in something. Everybody's a thought leader in some type of areas. So show up with the content. Maybe every Thursday, like today, like give your 3 tips. Like give some tips on your social media page. Just be valuable.
The thing about it, most people say is that, oh, I'm not making any money doing that. Oh, it's monetary. It's always the monetary thing. They don't realize that you receive the monetary value after you give the information. People want more.
It's calling monetizing your content.
Yes.
You cannot monetize it until you have an audience.
That's
it's
right.
like you gotta build an audience first before you can monetize it.
Right.
If you're looking at a lot of influencers or people that you see and you're like, they seem like they're making money or whatever, you don't know how long they've been building that audience.
Right.
They've been nurturing and building that community. So in order for you to monetize it, you got to build it first.
Absolutely.
So before you start to try to look for that part of it, first you need to build and connect and be genuine about it to build up a community that you can end up monetizing.
Absolutely. And it's not going to be 2 days. I'm going to tell you. It's not going to, let me just, I didn't want to go there.
Sorry.
I just want to.
sorry to let you know, but you will not give content for 2 days and then say, oh, let me try to sell them something. No. You gotta be there. You gotta be there for them. That's the other part too, is you gotta give more than you get.
Yes.
So you gotta go in and engage with them, give some information to them.
Yes.
It's gonna take time. It's gonna take months. It's gonna take years.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
And just like it does, we're talking about like a diet or something.
Right.
It's funny because, we'll be on a diet for 2 weeks and we be like, we ain't lose 10 pounds. It's like, what? I'm about to go back and eat this cake,
Right.
And that's how it is in regards to building up your audience.
Yeah.
You're kind of like, I only got, after 2 weeks, you've been giving content. You're like, I only got 30 followers. Well, it takes more than that.
Yeah.
But make sure you're showing up and being genuine to those 30 followers.
Right.
Because they represent so many other people who are in their network.
Absolutely.
So I always say, don't watch the numbers.
Right.
Stay connected, and then the rest will follow.
Absolutely. And be consistent. That's what I've loved about LAMIK. You have been consistent along the way. It's always that consistency, because people depend on that. They depended on you being at the, having your brick and mortar. They depended on you being on e-commerce. They depended on the consistency. They knew exactly that of what you were going to do. That's what I loved about it.
Your consistency speaks to your integrity.
Yes, it does. It really does. That's the key. That's the key. How do they contact you? How do they get in touch with you? Where can we find websites or so? the product.
Yes.
We want to buy.
So yes, we're ready to have a good time and get your stuff. So if you go to lamikbeauty.com, LAMIK BEAUTY, you see it right there, Lamik Beauty. You can go to our website. Remember, the first 25 people are going to get a free custom blended foundation sample from me. That means I'm
Yes.
taking my time to mix a foundation just for you for free.
Ooh.
So you go to send your picture to hello@lamikbeauty.com. It can just be a selfie. Nothing fabulous. Don't get dressed up. You don't put no makeup on. Just take the picture and send it to me.
There you go.
Or you can have makeup on. It doesn't matter, but just send me a selfie. Hello@lamikbeauty.com. And go ahead and do it. I know it's a woman out there. She like calling up her cousin, her auntie, and everybody. She like, look, over here. Kim,
right now.
For free.
Kim got some free stuff, girl. They doing it right now.
Exactly. Doing it right now.
That's it. It's called hello@lamikbeauty.com. That's the website. I mean, that's the email.
Yeah.
Email,
that's
right?
The email to send a picture. And our website is just lamikbeauty.com. And on any social platform, we're at Lamik Beauty on all the different social platforms.
I appreciate you, lady. Thank you for everything.
You.
Oh my God.
Yes.
It's been fun.
It's been
I
amazing.
tell you.
Always ask the best question.
Oh, I appreciate that. I am telling you all, Kim Roxie, I'm telling you, you all better get an autograph right now because I got to get it because I don't think we're going to have it next year. She is going global, family. I'm telling you, she is going global. She has been in the laboratory, and she's been working on makeup, and she has been going global. This Lamik Beauty 2.0, I'm telling you, is off the charts. That's it. That's it.
Yes.
Thank you, lady, for everything. I appreciate you. Love you, and God bless you.
Love you. Thank
Bye-bye.
you so much. Love you.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, family, I just wanted to tell you on tomorrow, look at this. He will be on the TV tomorrow. He was going to be in the studio, but we got to do it virtual. Take care. Bye.